It's Friday, March 31st, 2023, and here's what's shaking at the Almond Alliance. I'm Aubrey Bettencourt, President and CEO of the Almond Alliance, the voice of American almonds in Sacramento, Washington, D.C., and beyond. And it is a beautiful day in the Central Valley of California. I'm out here just off the I-5 corridor, visiting one of our orchards. Thought I'd stop by and have a quick look as I was traveling up and down. I'm near our favorite and famous Harris Ranch, and want to thank them for, of course, being members as well. And it's been another busy week out here. Our teams on the ground in Sacramento and D.C., right here in the Valley, have been hard and heavy. I want to hit on a couple of things for y'all. I'm sorry if you're picking up a little road noise. But first and foremost, let's talk about water and disaster. Two things. If you're flooding out right now, I know I'm seeing tractors in the field, I'm seeing bees buzzing, it's dried up enough to get some equipment out there, which is great to see. It's good to see us all out in the orchards again and all out in the fields again, but we know there's a lot of snowpack and we know it's going to keep coming, especially thinking of our Tulare County, Kings County, Kern County areas, and we know that there is a monumental amount of water still up in those mountains right now. It's going to keep coming down all throughout the season. So if you're flooding out, we've been putting out disaster information. You got an information and an industry alert from us earlier with a lot of great resources. We're coordinating with CDFA, USDA, and our county ag commissioners. Please remember documentation and notification. We have a great resource on our website. If you go to almondalliance.org, there's a resource page with links. It even gives you a guide on how to navigate some of these assistance programs. There are currently assistance programs in place, funded programs in place to help with things like tree damage, removal of debris, replacement of trees, and more. If you'd like more information, please go visit that, almondalliance.org, find that resource page, or reach out to the office. Nicole in our office has been taking your calls. She's prepped up on this. We're here to help. Our job is to keep you farming and to know how to navigate these programs to make sure you have the resources you need to get through these tough times. And we know they're going to keep coming. So again, remember documentation, notification, snap a picture, make that phone call to USDA, your Farm Service Agency office, and get rolling with those resources as well. The second part of the water conversation is we've all seen that executive order from the governor. If you are doing groundwater recharge or interested in taking advantage of that opportunity, you're going to want to make sure you reach out to your groundwater sustainability agency first. After that, it's pretty simple. There's a form that gets filled out. You can also visit the website for Department of Water Resources and the State Water Resource Control Board about that streamlined process. Hi, buddy. Little B, we'll talk about him later. But in the meantime, reach out to your groundwater sustainability agency first to ensure that you're following the proper protocols of this streamlined process. You don't need a water rate to be doing this recharge. That's exactly what the executive order said, but there is other reporting requirements involved. It also waives certain fish and wildlife requirements at this time, only in instances of flood. So again, to make sure you understand that, I would say go to your GSA first. We'll be putting out kind of a how-to and an FAQ on that as well in the next couple of days as we filtered through that and been working with the state on that too to make sure we get that information to you. But it always starts with that first phone call, and I would start by calling your groundwater sustainability agency first. I know that's what we did on our farm, so I'm right there with you. And if you're involved in a federal water district, make sure you call them as well. That 215 water and how that works on that end. That's the federal side of the system. State side of the system also has its own issues. But GSAs first usually understand this. They've been briefed up pretty well. In the meantime, we've had our teams in Sacramento. It's been slammed. We are going through amendment periods on a lot of legislation. This was a record year of the number of bills that were introduced in Sacramento. The timeline that we're on is very different and accelerated right now. And then we're getting ready to head into budget cycle, and that May revise that everybody talks about. So our team's been filtering through, attending hearings, coordinating with other groups and members as well, and having meetings on that, working through different language as it starts to get refined and hammered out in the amendment process. Same thing on the federal side. Our farm bill submissions are in. We've had some meetings this week with G.T. Thompson and other leaders across Congress. Congressman McCarthy's office as well has been absolutely fantastic to work with on some on some disaster protocols, as well as, again, looking for more opportunities in the trade space and in expanding opportunities within programs like USAID to move almonds through a number of other food assistance programs as well. So we're exploring those options. We're going to have more on that soon, but we finally made some headway. We've had a few aha moments, and we're pursuing these avenues more actively than we were before because we finally got the answers we needed out of the agencies we needed to talk to. And that is why we exist, is to go hammer those things out. and to go track those things down. So busy time, federal and state. We're also going through the approach process. We never put all our eggs in one basket on the Farm Bill, but we're going to be looking at appropriations for a number of items that we need there. We're talking about conservation. We're talking about pollinators. We're talking about market assistance and access. We're hashing out things with trade. We've been in the boardroom with our friends over at the Almond Board, as well as in our own boardroom this week, and our volunteers on our board of directors. We want to thank them for their time and leadership. We're hashing out a lot of big issues on our big top priority areas: supply chain and shipping and trade, water, pollinators, more on that in a minute, nutrition, as well as additional work in the space around DPR and a number of other things. We've had some work on air quality this week. Hopefully we'll have a little bit on that for you as we get more information going. So it's busy. We're in a lot of places at once. That's why we love that our team is expanding. We really want to thank our members of our tiger teams. Our pollinator tiger team met this week. Our grower committee met at the end of last week, and excited to have all of this great activity and involvement from the community. As always, if you need more information or you need assistance, that's what we're all here to do. The resources in Washington, the resources in Sacramento, the resources for you on the ground, membership services out of Turlock. We're all here to serve you and to keep our farmers farming. So visit almondalliance.org or reach out to the office. Convention in April won't back down. You definitely want to check this thing out. We have some amazing speakers lining up. You're going to learn a lot more in detail of the how of what we're doing and the why your engagement is so important of what the Almond Alliance does on the day-to-day. We talk a little bit about it here every week, but if you want to really roll your sleeves up and meet some of the really awesome partners that we're working with, you're going to want to get to La Quinta the end of April. I think today is the last day for the room block, so good luck. If you're not registered, get registered. And come on down and visit with us. It's going to be a jam-packed opportunity to network, to be with other members of industry and across all aspects of our industry, as well as leaders in these spaces that we work on every day with you and for you. So again, visit almondalliance.org/convention for more information. We hope to see you in La Quinta. Beautiful day out here. We hope you're doing well. If you need anything, you know where to find us. Be well and have a good weekend. Cheers. One last thing. Almond Alliance, Almond Board of California, the California Beekeepers Association, and the Wine Institute have all partnered up to create a fast reference guide with documents and resources for you to use as we are in the peak of honeybee and pollinator season here, as the season warms up a little bit more and these bees are flying and they're going from one crop to the next. So a lot of bees are moving out of almonds and they're heading into other crops. These are just fast, great reference guides for you as landowners, for you as farmers, beekeepers, transporters, and everyone in between, of how we all can work together to best support our pollinators and our honeybees. So quick check that out. If you're not a member of the Alliance, you probably aren't getting these really cool things. So you're going to want to sign up, join the Almond Alliance to get fast action resources like this made available to you, and realize that you can call any one of us. We are so excited about this partnership to be able to come together and say, hey, we mutually all work together. We mutually all use bees or store bees. We're all planting that cover crop. We're all planting that habitat and helping to support our pollinators, which also helps support our ecosystem and our environment and our economy. And so we're excited to lock arms at this chance. Check out the website, get signed up for our e-blasts. You'll be able to see those resources, and you can reach out to us always at almondalliance.org for more information.